This, ladies and gentlemen, is Muhammed Ahsan. Muhammed Ahsan. Who is he, Rick? And why is he covering his face up like this, like he's done something wrong or he's trying to conceal something? Well, Muhammad came to Ireland in 2023 as an asylum seeker from Pakistan, and he settled down in County Kerry in Listowel. And he's managed to set up a business while he's there, even though he was fleeing from persecution or something in Pakistan. Managed to set up a business, has a wife, his two young kids. He's a young man, 20 odd years of age. So what's he doing covering up his face? Well, he likes to drive around in his car in the early hours of the morning and try and abduct women. That's why. Allegedly. So this story has made the news this week. Abducted a young lady at 3:30 in the morning because, he's married with two young children and a business. And that's what married men with young children and businesses do. They prowl around at 3:30 in the morning looking for victims to abduct. And not just one woman, but apparently he tried to abduct two within an hour. And the young lady that he did grab and drag into his car is very lucky that she escaped to a degree and that Gardaí just happened to be in the area. Otherwise, it could be a very different story that I'm reporting on this morning. So this case originally made the news a day or two ago, but there's been another hearing that occurred yesterday. And I want to give you the details of that one as well. But before I do, let's play a little video clip to give you some background on this story, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, as it were. It's another mad one for you folks to kick off Friday morning.
The alleged incident happened over the weekend in the early hours of Sunday morning in a town in North Kerry. Today, Cork District Court heard how Muhammed Ahsan, seen here in the black jumper and trousers, was arrested, charged and cautioned by Gardaí. An Urdu interpreter was sworn in to assist the defendant, who the court was told has good English. 21-year-old.
He has good English, and they still paid for an Urdu interpreter. Figure that one out, folks. If you're listening to me, you're based in Ireland, you're paying for his Urdu interpreter, even though he speaks good English.
Muhammed Ahsan replied no when charged with falsely imprisoning a young woman, endangering her life, theft of her mobile phone and dangerous driving. Detective Garda Shane O'Driscoll told the court that the endangerment charge relates to the front passenger door of a vehicle being opened while the car was merging onto a main road. He said it was specifically in relation to the door being opened in the knowledge that the passenger was halfway out of the vehicle. Judge Mary Dorgan instructed that the victim must not be identified in this case. The judge also said the address of the accused must not be published, relating to concerns for the man's family. Today the court heard
concerns for his family. What, they're worried about people who find his address out and go round to it? I would say his family, if daddy's out cruising the streets, abducting women in the middle of the night, I would say the main safety concern should come from him, wouldn't you think?
How Muhammed Ahsan is a married man with two young children. His solicitor said there would be concerns about their safety. No application for bail was made today. Muhammed Ahsan will appear in court again on Thursday, the 2nd of October. For now, he's been remanded in custody.
So there you go. He's been remanded in custody. Talking about concerns for the safety of his wife and children. And of course, we've got to be concerned. God only knows what's going on there, but he does have a young family, and they're under threat, apparently. But from whom? From him or from somebody else? So the details in this hearing in terms of an application for bail are as follows. Bail was refused, thankfully, for a man charged with false imprisonment of a woman. False imprisonment? He abducted her and then tried to throw her out of his car while it was merging onto a main road at speed, stole a phone, etc., etc. False imprisonment. 22-year-old Muhammed Ahsan appeared before Listowel District Court today, that's yesterday, facing 4 charges. 4. It's alleged that last Sunday he falsely imprisoned and endangered a woman in his car. As you do. He's also charged with theft of a mobile phone and dangerous driving in relation to the same incident. He appeared in person at the district court wearing a grey tracksuit. An Urdu interpreter was sworn into the court for the hearing, even though that other report states that he speaks good English. So what if I appear in court, can I ask for an Urdu interpreter as well, even though I can speak English? You know, it's a madness. If he can speak English, he can speak English. And if he's got a business, which apparently he does, let him pay for the damned interpreter. Or let him speak English. How's about that? Detective Garda Shane O'Driscoll told the court it's alleged between 3:10 and 3:30 a.m. What was he doing out cruising around the streets at that time? Maybe he couldn't sleep. Maybe he had insomnia. Most people have a cup of hot milk and read a book if they can't get to sleep. Muhammad decided to jump in his car and go for a cruise, pick up some women. On Sunday the 28th, he dragged a 20-year-old woman by her shoulder through the passenger door of his car. Dragged her through the door? What, the window was open and he dragged her in, or what? I don't know. The court heard she broke loose from this before he dragged the woman from behind into the vehicle. So it was a violent abduction, false imprisonment. It's alleged he opened the front passenger door as the vehicle merged onto the main road in the knowledge the passenger was hanging from the car. Poor girl. The court heard the woman suffered bruising to her body, her knees and her legs. She was seen by a doctor. The judge heard that the woman and Mr. Ahsan were not known to each other and showed the accused hiding behind a tree after exiting his car like the rat that he allegedly is. Detective O'Driscoll said where Ahsan was arrested was a few hundred yards from the scene, and the following morning a stolen phone was recovered near this location. Outlining the state's objection to bail, he said Ahsan had arrived in Ireland as an asylum seeker from Pakistan in 2023. Think of all those countries Muhammed Ahsan passed over, all those countries he passed over, and he found his way to Ireland, and then he worked his way all the way down into County Kerry. That's quite a trip. He was fleeing from persecution or war or death or whatever. I'm sure there was places closer to home he could have went to, especially if he had a young family. But no, made the pilgrimage all the way over to Treasure Island. He outlined a witness statement from another woman. Now, this is not being reported on. Another woman, which said she was approached by Ahsan shortly before the alleged incident. So he had already approached another woman and failed to either abduct or grab her into his car. So he then moved on to the next victim. Defense solicitor Brendan Ahern outlined the client has no previous convictions. Yeah, right. The 22-year-old has his own business. He's married with 2 infant children, which suggests he has ties to the area. That's some going. 22 years of age, and already you've managed to flee from your own country, get married, have 2 young children, and start a business as an asylum seeker. He's doing better than most young Irish people are. Wonder, was he subsidized for that? He told the court his client believes the phone was his and he was trying to retrieve it from the girl. Yeah, a girl that he had never met. They weren't known to each other. He just drove up to her, grabbed her, tried to drag her into his car, took her phone. He thought it was his. He's a liar. Listen to this. He noted a family member had offered €3,000 cash bond for his bail. So he's a wealthy family member too. Just get the $3,000 out. Why didn't the family member, if he's got that kind of money, let them pay for the Urdu interpreter? Just a suggestion, of course. What do I know? Detective O'Driscoll, listen to this, responded the accused was cooperative with the Gardaí to a point. To a point. He'll cooperate to a point. He'll decide when not to cooperate. He believes he doesn't have ties to the area. So one person says he does, the other one says he doesn't. He advised the accused landlord had informed him Mr. Ahsan's wife and children have vacated their residence. So the wife and kids are already out. Private landlord, sure the rent's not cheap there. He's doing well, doing very well for an asylum seeker, don't you think? Judge Waters said he has difficulty and concern with the random nature of the allegations. Yeah, trying to abduct 2 different women within an hour in 3:30 a.m. in the morning. I would be concerned too. Well done, Judge. He noted the state's concern that the accused would commit further offences. Well, apparently he's a clean record, so that must mean he's never done anything in the past, or does it just mean he's never been caught or convicted? I don't know. The judge also referenced the serious nature of the alleged approach to another female on the night and refused bail. Yeah, 2 in one night. He remanded Ahsan in custody to appear before Tralee District Court via video link on the 15th of October. So there you go. Now you know why he's hiding his face. Look at his eyes. See, you can tell a lot by a person by looking in their eyes. Just look at those eyes poking out from the top of his black fleece. Look at them. 22, eh? An asset to Ireland. So there you have it. Let me know what your thoughts, comments, and opinions are below. Are you from County Kerry? Are you from this area? Do people even know what's going on? Do they realize what's happening? What will happen to this guy? Will he get his knuckles wrapped? Will he get a suspended sentence? Will it even go to trial? Will he be jailed? If so, will he get a lenient sentence? Will he be back out setting up a new business somewhere close? Time will tell, folks. Time will tell. But leave me your thoughts, comments, and opinions below. Share this video. So simple. Cut and paste the link. Drop it into your groups, your Facebook groups, your WhatsApp groups, your whatever groups. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already done so. But for now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.